Foggy start and kind of a loud start too, with some thunder, some lightning very early this morning. Thunderstorms have lost some energy, lost some steam, but the rain still coming down and visibility not exactly ideal. Now I'll say this, it could be worse. Worcester, for example, one of the worst spots on the map at a quarter mile. That's pretty tough right there. You're not going to be able to see too much driving up that way. However, you can see, for example, 2 miles in Smithfield, not good, not atrocious. We like to see 10 miles on the map. So when you're down to single digits, that's not great. It's really though, when you get down below a mile that things are really rough. Now, I will say this, you can actually see stuff on the Providence Skycam. You couldn't see a thing. We were thick in the clouds earlier this morning. So improvement is good, but it's only going to last so long. As you can see, satellite and radar still showing us some showers, some pockets of heavy rain here moving across southern New England. This is going to be the big focus of our day. Currently watching some rain move eastward through Bristol County, Massachusetts, Acushnet. My friends on the south coast, you're getting a bit wet right now. Northwestport, this cell just moving past you across the 195 corridor. Back to the west here, Seekonk out toward areas like Rehoboth. Fall River, you just got some heavy rain. Even as we look back toward Aquidneck Island, you're seeing some of that rainfall as well. Temperatures starting out in the mid 60s this morning, and honestly, they're not going too far from here. 67 in Providence and in Newport right now. Same in Westerly. 65 in Taunton and Smithfield, and 66 in New Bedford. So if you get cold easily, perhaps a layer as you head out the door, but I think the big thing is a rain jacket or an umbrella, because we are going to be on and off with the showers today. I think the heaviest stuff is really what's coming down now, but as we move into the afternoon, there's still a couple showers around and even mist and drizzle for the coast as we get into the evening, though it is a little bit easier going than what we're seeing at this moment for your evening commute. Temperatures, again, they're not going too far. Most of us in the upper 60s, low 70s. In fact, take a look at the map here. You can see the warmest spots topping out at just around 70, 71 degrees, which is not far from where we should be for this time of year. But with the gray day, it's going to feel like, well, a little dreary fall day on this Wednesday. Overnight tonight, showers continue and we really get renewed rounds of rain as our next wave of low pressure comes in. So you can see that here on Futurecast. Let's time it all out. We're starting at about midnight, heading into 2, 3, 4 a.m. Rain starts coming down, getting a little bit heavier as we move into the mid-morning tomorrow. We have another round as we move into the afternoon. And at this point, I think we do start to hear some thunder, see a little bit of lightning. I do think more chances for thunderstorms as we get into the later evening hours, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. That's as our cold front moves a little bit closer to us and eventually passes through southern New England. Now, I will say, I think our thunderstorm chances are relatively slim, but they're not zero as we move through tomorrow. And it's something I want you to be aware of, especially because any thunderstorms that set up, well, there's a lot of moisture in the air. What goes up must come down, and it will come down in the form of heavy rain over the next 36 hours or so. Now, we do have a level 1 risk, that marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow. What I really think is going to happen is we could see 1 or 2 thunderstorms across southern New England that have some gusty winds. I do not think this is a widespread threat. That said, please stay weather aware as we move through the middle of this week. Things could get a little punchy with some of these storms tomorrow afternoon. Then as we move into the weekend, things are looking much easier going. A shower on Saturday still possible. Sunday we start to clear out with more sunshine, and that sunshine continues to start this next week.